The one thing that I have learned is that I know for a fact my decision was right. I'm a teacher by trade. And I've been teaching now for, I don't know if I want to tell y'all that might be my business, but I've been teaching for about 26 years. My goal has always been to help my students do something to help themselves, whatever that is. I have not pushed college on anyone that did not need to go to college. Way back when trade school was easy, you can go get a cosmetology license, a plumbing license, an electrician, all these licenses programs that they used to have, and now they are almost gone. Having a space to be able to provide for yourself, especially now in the pandemic, I thought, okay, Wanda, you have a couple of businesses. Why don't you do something that will help kids? So I was helping my church. My church has this big old empty building. Nobody's there all week long. Secretary ain't there, nobody. Big old building, big building in the back, a warehouse on the side. I said, okay, I'm going to volunteer to help y'all open up a small business development center. But in exchange for that, you are going to give me space in both of these buildings for 6 months rent-free. Okay, Wanda, no problem. And I said, we need to do something where we're connected with the county so we can go ahead and provide a program for kids. Okay. Now, mind you, Chin, I started following you way before this revelation even happened. Before this, let's open up a school and help the kids. And I said, why the heck am I following this barber man? I'm a teacher. Why am I following him? But whenever God tells me to do something, I have stopped fighting it. I just do it. The power of the word in you, your love for helping people, and you're monetizing what you're supposed to monetize. You ain't supposed to give everything away. And I tell people that all the time, everything ain't free. Sometimes you got to put some skin in the game when it comes to this. What you've shown me is that I can get this done in very short period of time. The accreditation part, you said takes 3 years. That's perfect timing. By then I'll be ready to really retire. I can't do what I want to do in the school system. I'm very much the Angela Davis of doing things, if everybody understands what I'm saying. In 3 years, I know that I'll be able to finish up doing what I'm doing in education, get this school open, be in there full time. I can go ahead and do everything I need to do now to get licensed. I know there are tons of teachers around here. With your research, I saw that there were only maybe 3 schools in this area, 3, and nobody on the candidate list. This is my home, Tampa. I was raised in Fort Myers. I checked that out real quick. 2 people on the list. And there are about 3 powerhouse hairstylists in Fort Myers. And now I'm asking myself, why in the cheese and crackers they ain't opened up a school? What are they doing and what are they waiting for? Because I know there are tons of people between Tampa and Fort Myers that would want to be in school. I didn't check the rest of the cities. I'm happy about where I know I'm going with this money thing. My mother's already retired. My stepfather died 20-something years ago. And my father passed away around maybe 10, 11 years ago. My grandfather never worked for a soul, Chin. And he always told me when he was growing up, you ain't never gonna be nobody's nothing. You need to be something for yourself. And he never worked. He had a Bell's Bondsman. He had a sundry. They were called sundries back then. I put his picture on the wall and it's been my inspiration for my whole entire life. I stayed in education because I felt that's where I should be. Now that I'm hooked up with you, they got 3 more years of me. Because I'm going to start this process now. They got 3 more years of Wanda. I'm here to help anybody. I don't know what I can do to support people. I got a big mouth. I got a large following. That's another thing. I got all these people following me, and they've been following me for years. 5,000 on Facebook, 6,000 on Instagram. And I'm thinking, why are these people here? I'm not doing anything. They should be 0 right now because I haven't posted on Instagram in years. But they stayed. So thank you. Thank you for the push, the kick in the butt, the information. I'm amazed by you, man. And I'm thinking, okay, Chin, my brother. Chin, my new brother. He's my brother for life at this point. We down like 4 flats. I ain't going nowhere. I'm in it and I'm ready to get started. Like, I don't know what it costs to be in the goal, but I know I'm going to get the money together to do it if I don't already have. That's the part that I know. I learned that I don't know what I need to do by myself. That's the main thing I learned from this session. There's no way to do this without you. And listening to people over the years and different trainings, it always is you got to have a mentor. And even mentors need mentors. Like you say, you have one, but you look at everything that you're doing, it would appear that you would not need a mentor. You don't sound like you need a mentor. You don't move like you need a mentor, but your intelligence tells you there's always somebody who's done this bigger and better than me, and to follow that person. My circle was big. It's maybe 3 people now. I don't have a lot of people around me. And I noticed that I started coming up with more ideas, and things started coming to me once I started clearing out all these people who had their hand out. I'm Wanda. I'm the person you call to get a ride, to get a food, always in need. It seemed like my crew was always in need. And I'm thinking, well, God, dog, can anybody in this group be smarter than me? So that's it. I can sit here all day long and talk about what I've learned with you in the 2 days. I don't want to ever disconnect from you ever again. I plan on blessing people over and over and over again. I already know my 2 locations for the next 5, 6. I got a 10-year plan. It might be less than that, but that's what I have on paper. Those 2 locations and opening up schools, they'll be filled. I probably won't have to do any more, so I want to bless somebody else to do it. I want somebody to come in here, hang out with you and do what I'm doing. So that's it. I'm so excited. I can't even talk. Just be a blessing to people. I know that's my purpose in life, and I'm now walking in that space. And I see now, because I've had 15 businesses. None of them have ever given me the money that we just discussed. None of them. Not one. The mask business, no money. The apparel business, no money. The tutoring business, no money. And I said to myself, good Lord, I feel broken every time I open something up. So that's it. God has blessed us. We're going to do this together. Anywhere that I can support anybody, I will. But Chen, I know I got this. Once that church donated that space to me, of course, I got to go in there and do a little build out and some other things. But he's giving me free reign. Jesus. Free reign. That's a space for at least 4 or 5 students. And then once we transfer over to this warehouse that they have, and they're going to build that out, that'll be at least 20, 25 students. That's it for one.
And you're in Florida, so Florida doesn't have a maximum minimum square footage as far as space. And also in Florida, you can be a licensed barber or a licensed cosmetology and teach the students. So Florida has different rules and regulations. So that's a little different. In Texas just passed a law. You don't have to have a license, be a licensed instructor. You can be a licensed nail tech, licensed barber, licensed cosmetologist, and teach the students. In other states, you got to be a licensed.
You have to be licensed for what you're teaching, is what
right.
You're saying.
So, but if you're a licensed cosmetologist, licensed barber, licensed nail tech, then you can teach. So that's different in Florida. So the rules and regs are different in states. So Wanda, you'll do well.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you, Miss Wanda.